Okay, you guys, welcome. We're so excited that you're here. My name's Wandishin. I'm super excited to talk to you tonight about our body balancing drops. So that's why you're on. You want to learn a little bit more, or maybe you've been using them and you want to learn more about how we can share this with others. So I was introduced to these drops. I saw a post in May of 2024, and I had every single one of the symptoms that you see here, with the exception of acne. I have had that as an adult after nursing one of my kids, but I had every single symptom in May of 2024. And I really was frustrated. I'm 54 years old now, and I was really frustrated thinking, "Oh my gosh, is this just the rest of my life?" Because I had been working with doctors like on a very regular basis, getting my blood work done every 3 months. With bioidentical hormones. I was eating clean. I was exercising. I was having a good attitude. I was really trying everything. I was also, and this is, we don't make any medical claims, but I was pre-diabetic when I started on the drops. It is something I had struggled with since I had a child late in life. And I could just, nothing I did could help that to get back to the normal range, the A1C of the normal range, and that my doctor was really wanting me to get to without medication. And within 3 months of being on the drops, I was no longer pre diabetic. My A1C was within the normal range. And so many of the symptoms that you see here for me were either gone or they had decreased significantly. So I had really bad food. I've had bad food noise my whole life. That disappeared for me. And in any time it ebbs and flows, I know it's truly just that my body's a little out of balance and I got to get it back in balance because I'm in the middle of menopause. I mean, that's just where I'm at right now. I've released 18 pounds at this point, several inches. Some people release weight very quickly. Some of us, I was insulin resistant. I was pre-diabetic. It takes some people, and I'm menopausal. Was diagnosed with Hashimoto's about 16 years ago. I've had some other autoimmune challenges. And so guess what? For me, it just has been a longer journey. But guess what? The drops have given me hope. From the first day that I used them, I realized, oh my gosh, I have hope again, that the future is bright. The future has, there's hope there. And I'm not obsessed with my weight or anything like that, but I did lack hope at that point in my life about my physical health. I'm not going to lie. So for me, that's why I will always take the drops, and I will always tell people about the drops because they have given me so much hope. So that's why so many of us are so passionate about sharing them, is because we want others to have hope that the products with our company are from a company called partner.co. We're in over 50 countries around the world. And we really are just getting started as a company. We're in huge momentum right now and just having a blast. And so some of you might be wanting to take a look at more of like what we do as a business. And that's where we're going to talk about that as well. One of the things that I love with our business, with our company, is that we have products that really go into each one of these categories, whether it's looking for increasing your energy, improving your immune health, reducing inflammation, supporting your body with, because maybe you deal with a lot of stress, or you need clean energy drinks, or maybe you need better sleep. Each one of the categories that you see listed here is a multi-billion-dollar industry by itself. And as you can see, we have several of them. So really, we are positioned for exponential growth. We're already experiencing it, and we really are just getting started as a company. So our products, what I'm so proud to share is that our products are, they're backed by science. We have doctors who are passionate about, that the product is the foundation of it is science and nature and a collaboration of those two things together. Dr. Ray Strand, I met him when I was in Canada just a few months ago. He's going to be at our event in Dallas in just a week. He is amazing. He got his MD from the University of Colorado. He lives in South Dakota. He's still practicing medicine and he is 80 years young. I absolutely love him. He is an inspiration. If you go to Amazon, you can look him up. He is an author. He's written many books and he's very inspiring because he really has been ahead of the trend. And what I mean by that is that he has been teaching his patients to and anyone that would come to him to focus on their exercise, their water intake, their sleep, their nutrition as a huge part of their health. Now, then we get to add in something called our drops, and that's our body balancing drops. And Dr. Ray Strand is a huge advocate of our drops. Like it's why he is with our company. Because with the drops, you can release weight faster than you can with diet alone. It also is liquid discipline. It helps, like I said, cut the food noise. It's holistic, it's safe, it's effective, stimulant free, hormone free, which is really important. And what the drops do is they help to balance the foundational hormones. What are those? We're talking about insulin, cortisol, thyroid, leptin, and ghrelin. Those are your foundational hormones, okay? When those are balanced, guess what? People like me and you, we're not going to have food noise because the ghrelin and the leptin are going to have balance. But when the cortisol is like this and the insulin's like this or the thyroid's up and down or all of them are all over the place, guess what? You're going to feel a little off. I mean, that's the best way to put it. You're going to feel a little off. And so what the drops do is they're going to help to like start balancing everything. So you're going to actually crave healthy food. It's fascinating. So what do the drops do? They balance the foundational hormones in the body. For some people, they also balance your sex hormones. Now, everyone's different. I think if you start, I mean, everyone's different. I'm not going to even say anything. Everyone's body is different. I'm still taking a bioidentical HRT. Some people are able to get off of that within just a few months of being on the drops or never need it because of starting on the drops. So everyone's body is different. And the best thing to do is to work with your doctor and pay attention to your body and have that awareness. The drops are really going to help with increasing your energy, your mood. That was one of the first things I noticed is my mood was so much better. I am a very happy, joyful person, but I'm going to tell you what, I was a grumpy grump. And the drops have made the biggest difference with boosting my mood, supporting my thyroid. And I've already shared with you that I'm no longer pre-diabetic, so it's helped to stabilize my blood sugar. So, what do we recommend that you do with the drops? The ideal situation is that you're going to eat from our approved food list, which is a low glycemic index food list. Okay. Why is that? Well, it's all stuff from the earth. It's going to be lean meat, it's going to be vegetables, it's going to be certain fruits, healthy fats, nuts, things like that, and herbs. And so like that, you're just going to feel better. But the greatest thing is that I've done things like this before and without the drops. and I was a grumpy Gus. There's no other way to put it. I was irritated. That's the nicest way to put it. I was irritated when everyone else was having ice cream and cake at a party, and I was trying really hard to be disciplined. I was not very happy, and sometimes I wouldn't be very nice. So, with the liquid discipline, with our drops, we take it before our three biggest meals. Guess what? You're able to make those great choices and you're happy, you're joyful, you're able to just embrace life and enjoy the moment. And guess what? If you choose to partake in the cake or the ice cream or whatever it is, typically you will consume less of it and you will be happy. You're not going to be like beating yourself up. Why did I eat that? There's not, like, it really, for me, it's really helped that I'm just, if I choose to eat it, I don't self-sabotage, I don't eat more, I'm just like, "I ate that, and I'm happy, and I'm just gonna keep moving and drink my water, and I'm not gonna." It just, I've had so much, like, freedom with food, and I've never had freedom with food until 15 months ago, so I'm super passionate about that. So what we're gonna do now is I would love, Dana, are you available to share still? Okay, we gotta take you off mute. I'm gonna pull up your slide. Are you able to unmute?
Yes, I think
There you
so.
go.
Can you hear me now?
Yay!
Yes.
Yes, yay, thank you. So I'm gonna pull up Dana's slide because I want you to see her before and afters because she's had a really amazing transformation. And we are so proud of her. So hold on just a second. And let me get back to where I can share my screen. So Dana, I'd love for you to share like just your story when you started on the drops and it's not there. Hold on. Why is it not cooperating? Hold on, give me a second. When you started on the drops and just what's happened with your health.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and get started while you're pulling that up. And um, I actually was a little bit different, meaning I didn't see a post on social media like so many people have. I had been working with a health and wellness coach for over 2 years. I was turning 50, the night sweats, the fatigue, the falling asleep at my desk, the hiding behind a camera because you're unhappy with your physical appearance and your weight. And I joined the gym, and so I was working out all the time. I was tracking my macros. I was doing my HRT, and I was like told, once you get your hormones in balance, you'll start feeling better and the weight will start coming off. Well, fast forward, doing that worked out more in 2 years than I did my entire life, and I was only gaining weight. So a friend of mine knew I was struggling and called me up and said I would wanted to share these drops with you, and I was like, okay, okay, tell me about them. And I was like, oh, I'm going to do it because I was really feeling pretty hopeless and I was pretty depressed, just all around. And I'm generally a very energetic and happy person. So I started taking the drops. I literally got a text message that told me how to take them. I never even opened the book. And I just started taking these drops because in my head, I was thinking they're not going to work because nothing else has. And
Mhm.
then, but I did what I was supposed to. I took my picture, which you can see right there, and then I started taking my measurements. And then it was literally like 2 weeks, and I was down over 7.5 inches. I had only lost a few pounds, but it was the inches were coming off, and I was feeling so good. My energy was really high. I was very motivated, and I remember calling Stacy. I was like, Stacy, I want to share these drops with other people. Like I'm on fire, and I only lost like 5 pounds, but I was like, everybody can do this. Everybody needs these drops. And then I stayed the course. I like Anne too. Had I was pre-diabetic. My A1C was high, and I also had high cholesterol. Not yet on medicine, so I was taking the drops, and my journey did the first 90 days. I did really well, but it was the second 90, and this is my 6 month transformation here, and I was down 25 pounds, 20 inches. My cholesterol and my A1C were normal again, which hadn't been. in a very long time. My doctor and I were struggling because she wanted to put me on medicine and I didn't want to go. So she's super happy with my blood work. In fact, I just saw her again yesterday and she's like, I don't know what you're doing, but just keep doing it because she's like, you lost even more weight since you were here last and you look fantastic. Your skin looks great. And so that's where I am. And I just, I really am, not hiding behind the camera. I always said, like, I feel like something dulled my sparkle. And for me, it was just getting it all back. So the fact that my health has not been this good in over 20 years, I really attribute, to the drops and love to share them with other people.
Oh my gosh, Dana. I mean, it really is remarkable. And I just look at that picture on the left and I'm just like, who is that?
I
You know?
know.
I
I
mean, it's
know.
like, and that's how, I mean, you're so brave. I didn't take good pictures like that. I mean, where it was, I mean, I was just in a not
Hmm.
great spot. But, I'm just so proud of you because, and I know that you have been really consistent with exercising, with following the food list, taking your drops, and then, and it really it shows.
Yes, thanks, Anne. I actually, I need to update my pictures. I'm coming up here on 9 months now, and have passed 9 months, and I'm 30 pounds and like 24 inches. So it just keeps coming,
Awesome.
and I really, really notice a difference in my workouts too. Like I have a lot more endurance, my muscle, really be able to build back that muscle and stuff now too. So it's super
Well, and I was
exciting.
gonna say, like, I feel like, when you look at this picture on the right, you can see that definition in your abs and you can see it in your arms. And it's probably popped even a little bit more since
Yes,
you've been using since it's been a little bit more time and you've released more weight.
yes, thanks, Anne.
So I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited for you. I look forward to seeing you next week. And
Yeah.
you guys, we really do. We're having so much fun with sharing the product and sharing the business with people. And so I'm just really thrilled that you're here. And you got to do some more pictures, Dana, so we can like show everyone. And one of the things I'm down 18 pounds, so I'm like I have 2 more pounds, and then I'm gonna like hold up that 5 pound thing of fat and be like, I've released 4 of these, so you can be like, I released 6 of these.
Right.
It's very empowering if you have struggled with any type of thyroid condition and you are in a menopausal or perimenopausal situation. um it really is. This is a game changer, you guys. So I would love to see if my friend Stacy Woodford is available. Are you there, Stacy? Let me see if she's here. Are you able to
Hi,
share,
Anne.
Stacy? How are you doing? Are you able to
I'm
share
good.
tonight?
I cannot get on my camera, but I'm happy to share.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up your picture and
Okay,
then you can share. So let me pull up your picture so there's a people can see you. So hold
sure.
on a second. All right. So here's Stacy. I'm going to let her share. Thanks for hopping on, Stacy. I know you've had a busy day. So Stacy didn't have as much weight to release as me, but she has, I mean, look at this before and after. It's significant. So I would love for you to share, Stacy, what the drops have done for you with your health, but also with your just with your the business.
Sure, absolutely. Thanks for inviting me on to share. So, just over a year ago, I was introduced to the drops. Actually, Anne here, she and I were having a conversation about this stage of life that we're in and all the different changes that have been happening. And she's the one that had heard about the drops. And immediately I was intrigued. She said she was going to try them. And I thought, gosh, the holistic answer to balancing hormones, that really got me interested. So I thought I definitely want to try it myself. And at first I was having some symptoms that are common in the perimenopausal stage of life. I was having night sweats, headaches, my sleep was interrupted. I had put on an extra about 10 pounds, and yet I was still eating clean. I was still working out. And I had tried to lose the extra pounds that had come on, but I kind of was starting to think, oh my gosh, is this the new normal for me? Even though I wasn't like, hugely overweight or anything, but it did bother me. And initially I thought, oh, just like Dana, it's probably not going to work. But if something can help me naturally to bring balance, I would like to try that. So I will say what I noticed first is more energy. I noticed the night sweats went away. I noticed that I didn't even realize that I had brain fog until the drops like took it away. I was like, oh my gosh, I can think clearly now. I can. So and then it also lifted my mood. My mood was I was getting the blues, and I had never experienced having the blues before. And my OBGYN had said, oh, this is normal for this season of life. And she had prescribed an antidepressant to me. And so this was kind of all happening, similar, actually right before I started the drops. And I thought, I'm not against medication, but I just knew it wasn't for me. But so thank God for the drops, because they really helped to lift my mood as well. And um, gave me that energy. And then over a couple of months, I lost the 10 pounds. And what I really noticed was that inflammation that I released, and you can see it in my face. So I just started actually from the sharing the drops with people, because they were just giving me so many positive benefits, not just weight loss. And I just started sharing a few times on social media, and people started reaching out to me. And I couldn't believe there was so much interest in a product like this. Well, I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, right? But homeopathy, holistic hormone balance. And anyways, people were just reaching out to me going, how do I get this? And what is it? And anyways, I decided to start doing it like a business. And even though that's simple, like I just post a couple times a day on social media, but I started to build something. And it's been really incredible. I have to say, I've been in this industry over 20 years, and I've never sold a product so easily, seen a product that helps more people. Have never like organically grown something like this. And it's just really become a movement, because people want holistic solutions. And the drops really are bringing such positive changes outside of weight loss too. And so the weight loss is a bonus. But anyways, I'm really passionate about helping people to bring healing in their life. And the hormones are just a foundational level where our body needs balance. So thanks, Anne.
Absolutely. Thank you, Stacy. I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited for you. So excited for Dana. I am going to share one more because I do think it's important to this person's not going to share, but I'm going to share their picture because it's my husband. So give me a minute, because he won't let me share on social media. So guess what? I'm sharing it on every video. All right, so here we go. I'm going to share this with you. Sorry, I've got a whole bunch of things going on here. Oh my word, you guys. I pulled up something different. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. Okay, can you see Matt? I thought I closed everything and then it was pulling up the wrong thing. Okay, hold on, hold on. That's all stuff that I was trying to get to my accountant. So those of you are probably like, what is she doing? All right, here we go. Let's get Matt. I'm the person that has a million tabs open so I don't forget what to do next. All right, so can you see Matt?
We can.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right. So the picture on the left is Matt um, in March of 2024. I started on the drops in May of 2024. I started him on the drops in, let's just say July 1st, on the drops and renew July 1st, 2024. The picture on the right is October of 2024. So he released 15 pounds, but I also feel like there's a huge difference in his skin and in his skin, his like just like everyone, that it's just like things get tightened up. So I love that. So the drops are for men and women. And my daughter who's 20, she takes them. She takes them really more for her cycles. And so they really are for so many different ages. All right, where's my slide deck? Okay, you guys, I'm really normally not this. Something's going on with all of my maybe I'm just trying to share too many things. So give me a second. I'm sorry. Here we go. Thank you for being patient. All right. So now I'm just gonna share, like, I'm gonna go through the rest of the testimonials um and then we'll wrap it up. So this is Kristen White. She's worked out her whole entire life. The picture on the left is after she had her child. She owns a CrossFit gym and she actually is in even better shape now, I feel like, than she is in either one of these pictures. Just like her muscles are more defined, and she just turned 40, and she actually makes more from her drop business than she does from her CrossFit gym. This is Ursula. I met her in Florida in February. She's a mom of 6. She's busy. She's always on the ball fields, and she wanted to release the weight. You can see her before picture with her little belly. She wanted to release the weight, and she wanted to create an additional income stream, which is one of the things that we can do here alongside the rest of our life. Here's another example of a man who has had great success. This is Alan, and we have a call every Monday through Friday in the morning. And I love seeing him on there with his video on, because he is still the same as this after. That's one of the things that I love, meeting people in person at our events, because we meet them and it's still their after picture. So the rebound weight gain is really not present. Because this really does help shift the body, which is amazing. So this is Misty. I love this. I mean, wow, look at her before and her after, but also look at her before with her face and her after. Again, releasing that inflammation, having more clear skin. It really is phenomenal. I love this one because I would have been happy with the picture on the left. I would have been like, I'm good. But she wanted to do a fitness competition. If you know anyone who has done that, a lot of times it's achieved in a not healthy way. And so if you are using the drops and you're eating from the low glycemic index and you're working with a trainer, you can achieve what she achieved on the right and win, without doing anything destructive to the system, like a lot of approaches for competitions like that. This is Dr. Crystal Vance. She's one of my favorites. She is a doctor of chiropractic. She's had a lot of autoimmune challenges in her life. And so she would just fluctuate up and down. And at her heaviest, I think she was close to 400 pounds. She's released 160 pounds. She weighs 130 pounds. And so she weighs less than the amount that she released. You guys, she has not had one skin surgery, which is incredible. She takes a product along with the drops. She takes a product called Venali, and it's helped to tighten her skin. That's amazing, to release that much weight and not have to have a skin surgery. So I love her. She actually looks even younger now. I've seen her several times in the last year in person. She looks even younger now than she does in this picture on the right. So as you can see, the drops are for all ages. They are for men and women. This is Ashley on the right. She is She lives in South Dakota, and she is just a huge part of our company and has helped develop our system of growth, which I'm going to share with you in just a minute. So you have the option if you're like, oh my gosh, I want to try the drops, or maybe you want to buy the drops again and you want to get them retail. We sell them for $167 in the United States, and you can purchase them from your brand partner that asked you to hop on here with us. You also have an option to become a preferred customer. When you do that, you're going to be attached to your brand partner. And then you're going to be attached to them, and you're going to save 15% on the product, and it's going to ship directly to your door every 4 weeks. Okay. It's just a subscription account. Okay. So there's no fee associated with that, which is great. If you are like me, though, I am always looking for what's the way. I have 5 kids. I'm like, what's the way that I can get this for the least amount of money, right? And so we have a membership it's our brand partner program. It's $29.95. What you're going to get with that is you're going to save 30% on your product. You get a replicated site, an awesome back office, award-winning tools, and you also have the option to build this as a business. But should you want to just do this purchase the product at a discount, it's okay. You can do that. Should you decide to do that, this is the package that I recommend. It's 4 boxes of drops. It's going to last you 4 months. On average, and it's $371. Should you decide to sell all 4 boxes, you'd collect $668, pay back your investment of $371, and you're going to profit $297. Now, your other option is you could keep 1 box, like you basically could sell 3 of them and get 1 box for free. Oh, some people do that. Or you can share 2 boxes with, like for me and my husband, we could each use 2 boxes. Like that's an option as well. The next option that you have is you can turn social media into a profit. You can turn social media into something for good, where you're sharing all of the awesomeness of these drops, like Dana's before and after, Stacy's before and after, Dr. Crystal's before and after. All these different wins that people are having with the drops, scale and non-scale victories. And it helped. And what happens, that's what all these people have done. That's what I've done. That's what Dana's done. That's what Stacy's done. And what happens is that it really is an opportunity to give people hope for the future, like we've all talked about. So my friend Ashley that I mentioned before lives in South Dakota. She developed something that we call the system of growth, and it is amazing. And what we do is we use an app called Boards. And this is what Boards looks like. It's truly a plug and play system. It's like a filing cabinet organized by an organized person on an app on your phone. And it really is very simple, and we plug and play. We post twice a day. We teach you this system, and it duplicates, and you can do it alongside your life, like Ursula, like Stacy, like me, like Dana. It is absolutely incredible. Should you decide to do that, we have a couple of packages that I do recommend, because when people find out about this product, they want it yesterday. They don't want to wait for it. They want it like right now. So we have options where you can get a 10-pack. It's $880. You sell 10 boxes. You're going to collect $1,670. So you can pay back that investment of $880, and you're going to profit $790. Now, this package of the 30-pack was not available when I started last summer. And this option is still going to be available after Friday night, but while this week, it's $2,300. The price is going to go up on Saturday. It's going to be $2,499. Okay, so they brought this out, and they were actually supposed to increase the price on it on January 1, and we have we have really benefited for 9 months at the $2,300 rate here. So what this does is that this is an awesome opportunity to, you're going to sell them for 167. You collect $5,010. You pay back that investment of 2,300, and you're going to profit 2,700. What this does with our company is when you become a brand partner, you have the opportunity to establish top pay within the first 4 Fridays with the company. And so when we establish that, like let's say you got started with this, I would have gotten started with this. Would this have been an option when I signed up? But instead I bought 3 10 packs. Okay. Um, so so when you get to that top pay, what it does is it gives you 30% upfront income for life. Like it's like done. Like you're always at that level. And I love that because it's just great. You always know when you're selling product or you're signing up a new person, you know what you're going to be making, and I love that about this company. So let's say you decided, that you're going to sign up, and like, you guys, one of the things that we do tell people is we're like, when you decide to sign up and get started with us, whether we want you to get in where you fit in, whether you start with a 4 pack, a 10 pack, or a 30 pack, we want to teach you that boards system that's plug and play so that you can start getting Venmos right away into your account. So by the time the product gets to your door, the goal is that you've sold everything that's coming to your door, or at least you've sold enough to pay for it. So for example, with the 30 pack, once you sell 14 of them, the rest is profit. So that is so exciting. And that's one of the things that we really like to teach people is we want to teach you the system so that you can make that right now money in your pocket. It's one of the things that's really unusual about Partner Co. is that we have the opportunity here to make right now money by buying the product in bulk. That's very unusual in this industry. This is a viral product and people want it. And like I said, we're in over 50 countries. It's very exciting. And we'd love for you to partner with us. But I get super excited about it because I know that, this is we're not even talking about the compensation plan. This is just the right now money that we have available. And if you are interested in learning more about the company and the compensation plans, we can help you learn more about that because it pays out up to 51%. And I've never seen anything like it. So what we're looking for is we're looking for people who want to give people hope. We're looking for people who love people, that want to help people get healthier. We were looking for people who are truly passionate about helping people create an additional income stream and getting healthier themselves and helping others get healthier. That's what we do here. So it's really fun. We have a lot of fun. It doesn't even feel like work. And we're just always just really excited and passionate about what we can offer others. So I'm so happy that you all joined us tonight. And just get with the person who invited you on and let them know what's a fit for you. Remember, we want you to get in where you fit in, and we're going to help you soar. All right, you guys, have a great night. Thanks so much for joining us, and I'm going to stop the recording.